Everyone. I'm not Matt. Matt is traveling, so I'm filling in for him today. So let's start by settling the body in a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands are in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs forming a gentle triangle against the body. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open. And we just scan through the body and try to notice if we're holding unnecessary tension. Try to relax. Try to allow the body to find its own comfortable, stable position without rigidity. And then try to feel as though you're letting go of attending to the world around you, the sights and sounds, smells and sensations. Just letting them be as they are. No need to attend or follow. Trying to contain the awareness to the body and mind itself. And feel as though even thoughts of the past and plans for the future are things you can let go of. Only needing to attend to the present moment. And starting to use the physical sensation of the air passing into and back out with the tip of the nostrils to anchor your awareness. Noticing as quickly as possible if something other than that physical sensation is arising in the mind. Just letting that go, gently lifting your attention from that distraction and placing it back on the breath again and again without judgment or frustration. And then generate a broad altruistic motivation, seeing your spiritual practice as the method through which you can benefit sentient beings, beings who have been limitlessly kind to us in this and all previous lives, recognizing our opportunity to repay that kindness through developing our own good qualities, reducing and eliminating our tendencies and habits that give rise to suffering for ourselves and others. Thinking that that's our contribution to the happiness of others. And then today we will train the mind in rejoicing. Rejoicing is a mind that delights in virtue. When we train in rejoicing, we try to train ourselves in recognizing our priorities, recognizing what we value in ourselves and in others. We start by thinking about in our own lives, in the past few weeks or months, what decisions or behaviors or actions that we engage in that we can properly label as beneficial, constructive, useful, times when we set aside time in our day for study or practice, times when we followed a more selfless, more beneficial course of action. Try to make 2 or 3 or 4 examples of this kind of useful activity that you want to encourage in yourself. And try to feel strongly how wonderful, how amazing. Often in the past and even now, the actions that I engage in are not so constructive. So when I can find these examples, we should really rejoice, feel delighted, so that I can recognize the kinds of decisions and actions that I want more and more of in the future. It's necessary to rejoice in one's own beneficial actions in order to distinguish beneficial from non-beneficial, and to demonstrate one's own priorities to oneself. So just allow yourself to feel a real deep sense of joy that you were able to engage in these useful actions. And then think about your friends and family. Think about the beneficial actions that they've engaged in the last few weeks or months. Times when you noticed them acting out of a positive motivation or being helpful to others. And again, just make 3 or 4 examples. And then again, just allow your mind to generate a really deep sense of joy that these people are also acting in ways that benefit them and benefit others. They're creating constructive karma that will ripen in the future in helpful ways. They're developing tendencies and habits that will serve them well in this and future lives. They may even be getting closer and closer to enlightenment through the benefits of their actions. So just rest your mind in the sense of feeling how amazing and wonderful it is. And then bring to mind specifically spiritual practitioners and teachers of all traditions everywhere in the world, all of those millions of people, perhaps billions of people, sincerely putting into practice the teachings of their traditions, trying to generate greater love, greater compassion, greater generosity, trying to overcome hatred and jealousy and division. And those leaders and teachers traveling and teaching, building places of learning, all of this incredible collection of beneficial activity in the world. Try to think of several specific examples. People you know, people you've heard about. And then again, try to generate a sense of deep appreciation, deep joy at how extraordinary it is that all of these people are trying to work on their minds, trying to develop good qualities, trying to reduce their destructive tendencies. Just try to rest your mind in this very visceral, felt sense of joy. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And then we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic, virtuous motivation. And then think that by contemplating, training the mind in rejoicing, you've actualized your own intention. And by doing that, you've created a mass of positive energy. And you think that you offer your practice, the fruits of your practice for the benefit of sentient beings. Just letting it go completely. Thinking, may it ripen in whatever way is beneficial for sentient beings. May it serve as a cause and condition for the state of enlightenment to arise in my mind, so that I have the tools and the ability to perfectly benefit sentient beings. May it serve as a cause and condition for sentient beings to come under the joyful care of all the enlightened beings in this moment, until we and they swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. And may it thoroughly pacify any obstacles facing the Guru's long life. In the snowy mountain paradise, you, the source of good and happiness, all powerful, Chinrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Thank you.